start today's class. Lakshmi ma'am's opening prayers.
Namaste children. Hari Om to all of you. Now Vaishnavi can repeat my prayers after me.
Okay.
Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini
Vidyarambam Karishyami
Vidyarambham Karishyami
Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnuhu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, did you chant the Dhyana Sloka last week?
No, Amma.
No. Okay. So we can chant. Whosoever have not chanted last week, they all can do this week. Okay. So you repeat after me the Dhyana Sloka. Hema, you can display
Yes, sir.
Dhyanam Shiro Danvat Pradesh.
Okay. You start, ma'am. I'll just give 1 second. I'll display.
Okay. Yes. That she has to see and repeat, no? That's right.
Okay. Dhanam. It comes after the 22nd verse?
Yes. After 22nd or 28th. It is after the Eva Metani Namani Japakale. That is also not there. No, sorry.
Yeah, it's got it. Shiro.
Shiro Danvat Pradesh. Okay.
Amma, can I
Yeah.
recite on my own?
I will chant, then you repeat. Okay, because now others have to follow. Okay, so it will be twice, So if you repeat, it will be twice, so the others can follow easily. Okay, you know already, yeah, this sloka, Vaishnavi. You
Yes,
know
sir.
this. Okay, very good. Shiro Danvat Pradeshe Shuchimani Vilasat Saikate Muktikanam.
Shirodhanvat Pradeshe Shuchimani Vilasatsaikate Moktikanam
Mala Kliptasanasta Spatika Maninibair Maukti Manditangaha.
Mala Kliptasanasas Patikamani Nibher Moktike Manditangaha
Shubhrairabrairadabrair Upadi Virachitair Mukta Piyusha Vashaihi.
Shubhre Radabhre Parivirachiter Mukta Piyusha Varshaihi
Anandina Puni Adari Nalinagada Shankapanir Mukundaha. Anandi.
Anandina Punya Darinagada Shankapanir Mukundaha.
And the 4 lines also we will do. Bhupadau yasya nabhir vyadasura nilas chandra surya ucha netre.
भूः पादौ यस्य नाभिर्व्यदस्रनिलचन्द्रसूर्यौ च नेत्रे
कर्णावाशा शिरोधौर्मुखमपि दहनो यस्य वास्तेयमब्धिः
कर्णावाशा शिराद्यार्मुखमपि दहनो यस्य वास्तेयमब्धिः
अन्तस्तं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरखगो भोगि गन्धर्वदैत्यैः
अन्तस्थं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरखगो भोगिगन्धर्वदैत्यैः
चित्रं रम्यतेदं त्रिभुवनवपुषं विष्णुमीशं नमामि
चित्रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवनवपुषं विष्णुनीशं नमामि.
Very good chanting, Vaishnavi. Good, you have got good practice. Okay, we will call somebody else next who has not chanted last week. Who is that? Other Vaishnavi is there? No, did you Vaishnavi and Deshika? What are their names? Three. Did you chant last week?
No, we were not there.
You did not chant, no? So one by one you can do today. Okay.
Amma, we are actually not clear with the chanting of the words. So can we repeat?
Yeah, I will break it. Yeah, I will break it and make it you repeat. Okay, don't worry. Shirodanvat Pradeshe. You can repeat.
Yes, Amma. Shrirodanvat Pradese
Shuchimani Vilasat Saikate.
Suchimani Vilasat Saikate
Mauktikanam.
Mauktikanam
Mala Kliptasanasta.
Mala Kriptasanatsa
Spatika Nibair.
Spatika Manini Bhair
Maukti Manditangaha.
One second. I will. This is a little difficult. This one. The third one I'll take.
Yeah.
You can continue. You can listen to you until I open it up.
Yeah, they cannot repeat no without the lyrics. It is difficult for them actually. Vaishnavi, can you repeat without the lyrics?
Yes, Amma.
Okay. Spatika Nibair.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Just a second. You'll get the lyrics. Yeah, you got it.
All you can write it and have a book like that, you know, you can practice. I am posting it in the group now. You can
Yes,
write.
I've put it into a broken up version. Maybe this will be easier.
Yeah, okay. Little Shirodan was okay.
Spatika Manini Bhair
Maukti Manditangaha.
Muktikai Manditangaha
Shubrairabbrairadabrairupari.
Radabrai Upari
Shubrairabbraira.
Shubraira
Dabrairupari.
Dabrai Upari
Rupari. Continuously when we chant no, it will come Ru. Shubrairabbraira dabrairupari.
Shubraira
Dabrairupari.
Dabraira Rupari
Virachitair mukta piyusha varshaihi.
Virachitai Mukta Piyusha Varshai
Anandina puni.
Anandena Puni
Yadari nalina gada.
Yadara Yadaralina Gada.
Yadari Nalina Gada.
Yadari Alina Gada.
Na Nalina Gada. Yadari Nalina Gada.
Yadari Nalina Gada.
Shankapanir Mukundaha.
Shankapani Mukundaha.
Once more we will do same thing. Kshirodanvat Pradeshe.
Shirodanvat Pradeshai.
Shuchimani Vilasat Saikate.
Suchimani Vilasat Saikate.
Mauktikanam.
Mauktikanam.
Mala Kliptasanasta.
Mala Klipta Sanasta.
Spatika Mani Nibair.
Spatika Manini Bhai.
Maukti Manditangaha.
Muktikair Manditangaha.
Shubrairabreiradabrai.
Shubrairabrai.
Rupari.
Rupari.
Virachitair Muktapiyushavashaihi.
Virachitair Muktapiyushavarshai.
Anandina Puni.
Anandena Puni.
Yadari Nalina Gada.
Yadaralina Gada.
Puni Yadari Nalina Gada.
Yara Nalina Gada.
Puni Yadari
Puni Yadari
Nalina Gada.
Nalina Gada.
Shankapanir Mukundaha.
Shankapani Mukundaha.
Bhupadau Yasya Nabir.
Bhupadau Yasya Nabhi.
Vyadasuranila.
Vyada Suranila.
Chandra Suryaucha Netre.
Chandra Suryocha Netre.
Karnavasha Shiro.
Karnavasha Siro.
Dhyaurmukamapi.
Dhyaurmukamapi.
Dahano Yasya.
Dahano Yasya.
Vasteyamabdihi.
Vasteyamabdihi.
Antastam Yasya Vishwam.
Antastam Yashya Vishwam.
Suranarakhago.
Suranara Kaggago.
Vogi Gandharva Daityaihi.
Bhogi Gandharva Daityaihi.
Chitram Ram Ramyate Tam.
Chitram Ram Ramyate Tam.
Tribhuvana Vapusham.
Tribhuvana Vapusham.
Vishnumisham Namami.
Vishnumisham Namami.
The same thing once more. Bhupadav. Bhupadau Yasya Nabir.
Bhupadau Yasya Nabhi.
Vyadasuranila.
Vyada Suranila.
Chandra Suryaucha Netre.
Chandra Suryocha Netre.
Karnavasha Shiro.
Karnavasha Siro.
Dhyaurmukamapi.
Dhyaurmukamapi.
Tahano Yasya Vasteyamabdihi.
Dahano Yasya Vasteyamabdi.
Andastam Yasya Vishwam.
Antastam Yashya Vishwam.
Suranarakhago.
Suranara Khagago.
Vogi Gandharva Daityaihi.
Bhogi Gandharva Daityaihi.
Chitram Ram Ramyate Tam.
Chitram Ram Ramyate Tvam.
Tribhuvana Vapusham.
Tribhuvana Vapusham.
Vishnumisham Namami.
Vishnumisham Namami.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Next is Desika. What's your name? Middle one?
Amma Chinmay.
Chinmay. Okay. You can repeat, okay? Shirodanvat Pradeshe.
Shirodanvat Pradeshi.
Shuchimani Vilasat Saikate.
Suchimani Vilasat Saikate.
मौक्तिकानां
मौक्तिकानां
माला क्लिप्तासनस्त
माला क्लिप्तासनस्त
स्फटिकमणिनिभैर्
स्फटिकमणिनिभैः
मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः
मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः
शुभ्रैरभ्रैर
शुभ्रैरभ्रैर
दभ्रैरुपरि
दभ्रैरुपरि
विरचितैर्
विरचितैर्
मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः
मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः
आनन्दीन
आनन्दीन
पुनियादरि
पुनियादरि
नलिनगदा
नलिनगदा
शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः
शङ्खपाणिमुकुन्दः
भूपादौ
भूपादौ
यस्य नाभिर्
यस्य नाभिर्वियदसुरनिल
वियदसुरनिल चन्द्रसूर्यौ च नेत्रे
चन्द्रसूर्यौ च नेत्रे
कर्णावासा शिरो
कर्णावासा शिरो
ह्यौर्मुखमपि
द्यौर्मुखमपि
दहनो यस्य
दहनौ यस्य
वास्तेयमब्धिः
वास्तेयमब्धिः
अन्तस्तं यस्य विश्वम्
अन्तस्तं यस्य विश्वं
सुरनरखगो
सुरनरकगगो
भोगिगन्धर्वदैत्यैः
भोगिगन्धर्वदैत्यैः
चित्रं रम्यते तं
चित्रं रम्यते तं
त्रिभुवनवपुषं
त्रिभुवनवपुषं
विष्णुमीशं नमामि.
विष्णुमीशं नमामि.
Very good. So you keep practicing reading. First you can read, practice, pronounce it correctly. Then you can come to the chanting. Okay. Now next, you are Deshika. Huh? Correct?
Yes, Amma.
Okay. Very good. You can repeat. Kshirodanvat pradeshe.
क्षीरोदन्वत् प्रदेशे
शुचिमणि विलसत् सैकते.
शुचिमणि विलसत् सैकते
मौक्तिकानां
मौक्तिकानां
माला क्लिप्तासनस्त
माला क्लिप्तासनस्त
स्फटिकमणिनिभैर्
स्फटिकमणिनिभैः
मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः
मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः
शुभ्रैरभ्रैर
शुभ्रैरभ्रैर
दभ्रैरुपरि
दभ्रैरुपरि
विरचितैर्
विरचितैः
मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः
मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः
आनन्दीन
आनन्देन
पुनीयादरि
पुनीयादरि
नलिनगदा
नलिनगदा
शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः
शङ्खपाणिमुकुन्दः
भूपादौ यस्य नाभिर्
भूपादौ यस्य नाभि
वियदसुरनिल
वियदसुरनिल
चन्द्रसूर्यौ च नेत्रे
चन्दसूर्यौ च नेत्रे
कर्णावासा शिरो
कर्णावासा शिरो
ह्यौर्मुखमपि
द्यौर्मुखमपि
दहनो यस्य
गहनो यस्य
वास्तेयमब्धिः
वास्तेयमब्धिः
अन्तस्तं यस्य विश्वम्
अन्तस्तं यस्य विश्वं
सुरनरखगो
सुरनरकगगो
भोगिगन्धर्वदैत्यैः
भोगिगन्धर्वदैत्यैः
चित्रं रम्यते तं
चित्रं रम्यते तं
त्रिभुवनवपुषं
Tribhuvanavapusham
Vishnumisham namami.
Vishnumisham namami.
Very good. Thank you. You have Hindi in your school? Devanagari Lipi you can read?
Yes,
Hindi? Yes, it is there, no? So you try to get it. YouTube, it is available. You write it in a notebook and try to pronounce it correctly by seeing the Devanagari Lipi so that you will not make any mistake. And then you can practice. I have posted it in the group. You can listen to it and practice. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now go over to Sudhaji.
Namaste all children. Okay, we'll do a quick recap of what we did last week. You remember the topic we did last week? Which topic we were discussing?
Sanatana Dharma also.
Last week. Sanatana Dharma, okay. In that, which particular one we discussed last week? You forgot? Panchamahayagya.
Everybody can see my screen.
Panchamahayagya. See, we told that we get blessings and benefits from God, from rishis, from elders, so many benefits from other people, nature. So will we go on accepting only? We have to be grateful and we have to give back. When we go on accepting benefits from others, I gave you one name. Anyone remembers that? When we go on taking help from others, there was a name I gave. Yes, very good. Consumer. And when we give back, then we become
Contributor.
contributor. Very good. So we should not, of course, we have to take help from others also. We can't live all by ourselves, but we have to be contributor also. That is the most important thing. So Panchamahayagyas are there to show our gratitude and to contribute to others also. By doing this Panchamahayagya, and another thing, see, unknowingly we commit some sins. What sins we commit unknowingly? Just stamping on an ant, we may kill one ant, or by cutting vegetables or cooking small insects we may kill. These are also considered as sins. So when we do Panchamahayagya, it gives us some satisfaction. We have done some good thing. It will take care of our sins. Like that, we get some satisfaction. Okay, now who can tell what are these Panchamahayagyas, the 5 yagyas? Who all remember that? Raise your hand. Any one by one also you can tell. Okay, Sai?
Amma, one is Deva Yagna.
Deva Yagya. Somebody else, another one? Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi?
Deva Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Pitru Yajna, Manushya Yajna, Bhuta Yajna.
Okay, she has given all the 5. Very good. So now, a little revision of Deva Yagya. In what all ways you can do Deva Yagya? Oh, okay, here the explanation is there. Deva Yagya is to show our gratitude to God. Brahma Yagya for sacred scriptures to our rishis and gurus. Pitru Yagya is for our parents and ancestors. Manusha Yagya for fellow human beings and guests. And Bhuta Yagya, nature, animals and plants. Okay, Deva Yagya. How do we do Deva Yagya? What were the different ways of doing Deva Yagya we discussed? Who can tell that? Okay, I will tell. You can tell afterwards. I'll ask you some question. Deva Yagya can be done by doing puja, prayers at home, by going to temple. And at home, not only by saying slokas, you can do in different ways. Nama japa, see, you can do Nama japa, you can do meditation, you can do Nama Sankirtan. There are different ways of doing Deva Yagya at home, or you can go to temple and pray. You can go for pilgrimages by celebrating festivals, by doing Kainkaryam in temples. These are all different ways of doing Deva Yagya. Don't think this is only for elders. As children also you can do. Can you tell me in what way? You all have learned so many slokas. Lakshmi Garu is teaching so many slokas to you. Are you all chanting them at home? Prayer, morning and evening. How many of you are doing? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All of you should do daily. That is why these slokas are being taught. Not only it is regular slokas, I think in the camp and afterwards also, right from the morning you get up, you have special slokas, no? As soon as you get up in the morning, when you put your foot on the earth, when you take bath, then when before taking meals and before going to bed, we will deal with that again some other day. There are slokas in our Sanatana Dharma which you keep on, you should tell. So that is at home, prayer at home. Then what is that? You can also go to temple. When your parents go to temple, don't say, I will watch TV.
Vedant has a doubt.
Okay, Vedant, what is your doubt? Vedant? Huh?
What is Kainkariya, ma'am?
Kainkaryam is seva. In the temple, people go and do some service. No, they distribute prasadam, they clean the temple, they make mala for the deities. These are all also Kainkarya, means whatever help you do in the temple, that is also deva. Very good. You can ask your doubts like that. Okay, I was telling you, normally what happens when your parents are going to temple, you say, I don't want to come, I want to watch TV. Don't tell like that. You should also go to temple. See, praying God at temple has some special significance. There is so much of vibration. See, you watch cricket match at home in the TV. Don't you like to see the match live in the ground? It has some special effect, no? Even movie, there is a difference between watching a movie in the TV screen and the theater experience. Like that, the temple experience is different. So you should go to temple also, your local temples. Then what about pilgrimage? Pilgrimage, so many famous pilgrimage places are there in our Bharat. Can you name some famous pilgrimage places in our country? Varanasi.
Varanasi.
Yes, Varanasi. Any other place?
Dharmasthala.
Dharmasthala. Okay.
Amakashi.
Kashi and Varanasi are same. That's all, you know. Tirupati, Vaishno Devi, so many, Pandripuram, so many places are there. So when there is a vacation, okay, you go for beach resorts, hill stations, but once in a while you should go to these places are also great temples. So much of vibration is there. You must go to visit them. That is about pilgrimage. Then when there are festivals at home, you should participate in whatever way you can do. Even daily, you can help your parents in cleaning your puja room. You can bring flowers for the puja. Can't you do such small things? That is all part of Deva Yajna. And during festival also, in whatever way you can help, putting rangoli or decoration. So every way you should try to participate in Deva Yajna, showing our gratitude to God. Okay. Now we will see about Pitru Yajna.
So the next Deva Yajna we have seen in detail. Now we will see Pitru Yajna. So it's a famous verse from our Upanishads, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava. Right? You must have all heard of this. When we spoke about Deva Yajna, what we saw, we learned that God is present in everything. God is omnipresent, and we should see everything, God in everything. Okay. So when a man, right, when a child is born, the first, God that, the baby or the child sees God in its mother and father. The mother and father are the one who have created, who provide for the child, right? And they are their first guru, and everything that the child acquires and consumes in this world starts with their mother and father. So it is important, and our Sanatana Dharma advocates seeing God in everything, and the first God that we see is in our mother and father. One story associated with this that I would want to share with you, some of you might know the story of the Jnanapalam, or the story of the fruit of knowledge. Once what happened, Saint Narada, he came to Kailasha with a golden fruit of knowledge, and he gave it to Lord Shiva and Parvati and asked them to share it with their children. Now, this is the fruit of knowledge. See, we cannot divide the fruit of knowledge, right? Because you cannot give, incomplete or half knowledge to everybody. So this fruit has to be given in whole to somebody. So Lord Shiva and Parvati, they decided we will give this fruit as a whole to one of our children, and they just gave a test. They said whoever completes the round, takes the round of the entire world and comes back first, that person will get that fruit of knowledge. So immediately Lord Muruga, what did he do? He had peacock, like he has peacock as his vahana, right? See, he mounted the vahana and he went he went off in conquering and going around the world, and he thought he'll come back soon. Now, Lord Ganesha, his vahana is what? A mouse, right? So now everybody was seeing how will the Lord Ganesha on his vahana be able to finish the round, make a round of the world and come back on time. But what did Lord Ganesha do? He immediately he started off and he went, he started circling his parents, Lord Shiva and Parvati. He said, you are my world. You created me. You provide for me the knowledge that I have. I gain from you. You are not only my parents. You are the creator. You are the Mata and Pita of the entire world. So you are my world. So that's why I circle you, and thus I have completed the round first. Okay. This was immensely appreciated by Lord Shiva and Parvati, and thus he got the fruit of knowledge. Thus goes the story. So through this story, Lord Ganesha tells us the importance and significance of looking at our parents as God. And Pitru, not only parents, it mainly talks about our ancestors, right? So ancestors, we are a part of them. We carry their characteristics. We are a part of them. We come from them. All the traditions and practices and knowledge are passed on to us from our ancestors through various generations. Okay, so we imbibe and we are indebted to our ancestors, right? So tell me, one family tradition. There are many every family will have their unique traditions and practices. So can you think of any such family tradition or practice or something which has been passed on from generation after generation to you by your parents? Can you think of anything simple, anything that you can think of which has come up, passed on from your ancestors to you over the generation?
Amma, can I say?
Yes,
I'm
Kushi.
Kushi.
Yeah, Kushi.
Like bowing down to elders.
Very nice. Yes. So this is some things we teach for teachers, teach gurus, we learn from gurus. But some things we see from how our parents and ancestors have practiced. Right?
Vishruta has raised her hand. Vishruta.
Yeah, Vishruta, you want to say something?
Mom, removing our shoes before entering the house.
Taking off?
Shoes before entering the house.
Yeah, so these are the practices, good practices that is passed on to us from our ancestors through our parents to our generation. And that is something that we should also, all the such good practices, all the values and principles of Sanatana Dharma that you learn, you have to make sure that you also pass it on to the coming generations. Okay. So yeah, even, it's as simple as a food recipe is also, brought your grandma's recipe also comes down as a traditional practice to you. So thus we are in so many ways indebted to our talent, our knowledge and everything tradition that we are today. We are indebted to our ancestors. So it is very important that we pay our gratitude on a day-to-day basis to them. When we are talking about Pitru Yagna, I also want to insist on the family bonding. Our Sanatana Dharma advocates a lot of, its entire, the importance of family bond. How in any situation or any circumstance, in any difficulty that we always have a strong family behind us who can back us and support us. Okay. So thinking about the family, thinking for the family, paying gratitude to your family members is an essential part of Pitru Yagna. Then how are we going to pay gratitude? So towards ancestors, elders, adults, right, towards our ancestor or dead ancestors, they offer pujas called tarpanam and all that. But as children, what do we do? You can do as simple as you must have seen in many of you house, in many of your homes, your mother and father, they'll be offering food before you eat to the crows or any other birds and animals outside, right? But offering food to crow, rice to crow is a very it's a significant practice. It's kind of again paying your gratitude and thanking your or thinking of your ancestors. So this is something that you can do, right? Before you have your food, you can offer the food to the crow outside. That is something that you can do. And then paying respects to the elders and parents at home, doing sashtanga namaskaram daily to elders at home before leaving to school, or even before your exams or anything, as a daily practice. That is another form of respect that you offer. And the third thing that here it says is charity begins at home. So you might be doing all this service and everything, you might go out and do charity, but if you ignore the elders and even the younger ones at home, you do not care for them, and you go home and go outside and do charity, it is not going to be of much use, right? So charity always begins at home. So you can offer your gratitude and pay back and thank the members of your family, your elders especially, and parents, by supporting them and taking care of them. So these are some of the ways through which you will pay your gratitude. Now I have an assignment for all of you. Okay. So most of you will know the names of your grandparents, right? Your grandparents, grandmother, grandfather's name. But I'm not sure how many of you know your great grandparents' name, or a generation previous to that. So this is an assignment that you have. Okay, all of you should do it, and I will ask some of you to present it during the next class also. I want you to prepare a family tree till the oldest generation possible. Find out the names of your great grandmother, how much ever possible, right? The names of the oldest generation that you can find. Prepare a family tree, and there might be stories of great achievements. Some grandparents or great grandparents would have been freedom fighters. Some of them, there might be so many achievements that they have done, or there might be some very interesting stories that your grandmother would tell you about their parents, and such interesting things. So I want you to find out. It is very important to find, identify and find our roots. And as an activity, I want you all to find out, know your ancestors. Okay, who they were, what did they do, and what are the good things that you can learn from them. So this activity everybody has to do. Okay.
Okay, now let us see what is Brahma Yajna. Brahma Yajna is also called Rishi Yajna, our gratitude to rishis. Why should we pay our gratitude to rishis? Because rishis only passed on the great Vedas to us. So you know who wrote Vedas? Anyone knows who created Vedas? Is there any human being author?
Ma'am,
Vedavasa.
Vedas were created by God himself. No human being wrote Vedas. When God created the world, along with it, he created Vedas also. I told you once, Vedas are like manual for us. They teach us how to live a dharmic life. So many values are there. Vedas talk about, there are so many hymns, rituals, spiritual wisdom, how to reach God, everything. It's a treasure. But how these Vedas were passed on to us through rishis. These rishis, they had such a great spiritual knowledge. Through their powerful meditation, the rishis, they grasped the essence of Vedas. Through God, they could grasp it, and they passed it on through the Guru Sishya Parampara. We talked about Guru Sishya Parampara on our Guru Purnima. That is how we received Vedas. So how much grateful we should be to these rishis for making us receive the benefit of Vedas. And not only that, there are some great epics were written by rishis. You know who wrote Ramayana? You know?
Sage Valmiki.
Who wrote Ramayana? Valmiki, Rishi Valmiki. Who wrote Mahabharata?
Ganesha.
Maharshi. Ganesha, which Rishi dictated that to Ganesha?
Sage Maharshi.
Composed. Huh?
Sage
On
Maharishi,
Guru
I guess.
Purnima, Veda,
Vyasa.
don't you remember?
Ma'am, Vyasa.
Veda Vyasa.
Vyasa.
Not only that, he only compiled all Vedas. That is why he is called Veda Vyasa, and his
Veda
birthday we
Vyasa.
celebrate as Guru Purnima.
Yes.
And what about Bhagavad Gita? That is also Veda Vyasa. Is that
Sri
it is part
Krishna.
of Mahabharata? Okay. And
Sri
why
Krishna.
should we read this Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all that? Because they, that day on Ramanavami day, we all discussed what all values we get from Ramayana. So they teach you how to lead a dharmic life. So many values are taught to you. Mahabharata also tells you lessons of life, how to live and how not to live. So these are all very important for us. All these have been given to us by rishis. There were so many great rishis, Vasishta, Vishwamitra, Kapila, Bharadwaja. All these rishis have contributed so much to us, so we should be grateful to them. But how can we be grateful? How can we give back to these rishis? What can we do? Number one, we have to preserve these Vedas, number one. You can also, when you grow up, you can learn Vedas and chant some mantras. See, Veda Suktam, Durga Suktam are all not difficult. Okay, if you are not able to chant Vedas, doesn't matter, but you can help, when you grow up, you can help Veda Padashalas. See, even Pujya Swamiji Dayananda Saraswati has established this Arsha Vidya Gurukulam, where Vedanta all are being taught. So many Veda Padashalas is organized by this Arsha Vidya, then Chinmaya Mission, Ramakrishna Mission. They are all running Veda Padashalas to preserve our Vedas. So when you grow up financially or in any way, we can help these institutions so that we preserve our Vedas. And you should keep Ramayana and Mahabharata, you all can read. So many simple books, pictures are there coming. And in the Samskriti class also, Ramayana was taught to you by Lakshmi Garu. So you should keep reading. Of course, I'm not telling you should read only these books. There are more books, you can read them, no harm. But you should be careful in choosing good books. So apart from that, you should keep on reading Ramayana, Mahabharata, and you should celebrate Guru Purnima to remember Veda Vyasa, then Gurus, Adi Shankara Jayanti, then when celebrating Ramanavami and Krishnashtami, you should remember about this Ramayana, Mahabharata and all that. That is how we can do Brahma Yagya and Rishi Yagya. Okay? Now, 5 minutes, can we take him
Yes.
just to teach
Yes,
two
sure.
children the bhajan? Okay. Today, I am going to teach one new bhajan. And display pandriya bhajan. Now, I'll ask V. Vaishnavi to follow me. Today, 2 or 3 students only. Next week, we'll continue. V. Vaishnavi, are you
Amma,
ready?
can I say after V Vaishnavi? This
Huh?
is Samvedya. After
Okay,
Vaishnavi, can I say?
okay, V. Vaishnavi and Samvedya will sing today.
Tuba ma'am, can
Okay.
I also sing?
Huh?
Can I also sing?
Who?
Virat.
Virat. Okay. Next week I'll give chance to others. He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Damodara, He Muralidhara.
Damodara, He Muralidhara.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Manamohana, He Yadunandana.
Nanamohana, He Nandana.
Yadunandana.
Yadunandana.
Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Banjana.
Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Samedya,
Yes,
I'll put the audio, you all practice well. Okay, now
Yes,
Samedya. He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Damodara, He Muralidhara.
Damodara, He Muralidhara.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Manamohana, He Yadunandana.
Manamohana, Ye Yadunandana.
Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Banjana.
Deenavana Bhava Bhaya Banjana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Very good, Samvedya. Vaishnavi also sang well. Now Virat, with that we'll end today. He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Damodara, He Muralidhara.
Damodara, He Mulidhira.
Muralidhara.
Muralidhara.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Manamohana, He Yadunandana.
Manamohana, He Yadunandana.
Deenavana, Bhava Bhaya Banjana.
Navana Bhaya Bhava Bhaya
Bhava
Bandhana.
Banjana. He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
He Madhava, He Madhusudana.
Very good, Virat. All of you sang well. Okay, now over to him.
That was a nice bhajan you all learned. Which god was it dedicated to?
Lord Krishna.
Lord Krishna. Yes. And who was Lord Krishna's dear friend?
Arjuna.
And any other friend can you name? Yes, Arjuna.
Sudama.
Sudama also correct. So we have heard so many stories of Arjuna and Krishna's friendship and Krishna and Sudama's friendship, isn't it? So today we will hear a story on being grateful for our friends. We have good friends in our life and we should know to be grateful to them and know that everybody is different, but still we can be best friends, isn't it? And I believe you kids also celebrate Friendship Day today.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Today only people gave me so many bangs.
oh, when we were young and we were kids, I'm sure other ma'ams also like me. We never had any friendship days, but we do have good friends till now. We never celebrated friendship days in our college or school, but we are still in touch with our friends. And it is the quality of friendship that matters. It is what we should remember, not the number of bands. Okay. So today we will see a small story. This is going to tell you about 4 friends, how they help each other. Okay. So here there's a school. Wait for a minute. I'll just skip the ad. Yeah. So here we go to a school where we see that there's a boy who is a bully and he is bullying this another friend of his, and he's pushing him around, So his 3 friends are standing behind. Just come and tell Henry, don't bully him. They immediately jump in and they help their friend. And one of the boys says that one of the friends says, if you continue, I will report to you and you will be suspended. They go, they surround the friend, and the bully gets intimidated and he goes away and he walks away. So the strength of the 3 friends, even though they are much, maybe not be so strong as him, but the strength of them helped them. That time a senior student comes, that is Tia, the elder sister of this young boy, and she says, I'm very happy to see that you all supported your friend and you remain united in front of bullying. I would like to tell you a story about one such set of friends. So let's go to the story. And this story is in a forest, not in a school. 4 friends and a hunter. In a jungle, there lived 4 friends. One was a deer, a crow, a turtle, and a rat. Can you imagine 4 different type of living creatures? Yes, but they were all great friends. They spent all the time together. They went to search for food together. And one day when they were frolicking in the forest, they heard a hunter. And they said, oh, we have to escape. Now, you know, all 4 are different. So what happens? The turtle says, I may not be able to go so fast. So the friend says, don't worry, we will figure something out. By the time the hunter comes, the crow flies away. The deer runs away, you know. So they have different skill sets, different abilities. The mouse flees and burrows into a hole. The deer is very fast, runs away and goes and hides behind bushes. But the turtle tried to walk, but you know how fast it is? No, it could not walk. So it got caught by the hunter. The hunter put him into the bag and started taking him back home. The 4 friends felt very bad. We were able to run away fast, so we escaped, but our friend could not escape. And the hunter is so strong. How do we bring our friend back? They think of it and they formulate an idea. The rat is quite wise. He tells the crow, you can fly and see from very far distance. So please fly and locate and tell us where the hunter is going. So he's like the Google map. He goes and following the hunter, and the other 3 friends run behind. Other 2 friends, they run behind. The deer on the way lies down like as if he's dead. The hunter sees, a dead deer. Very good. I can take this deer home now. It's a lucky day for me. So he put his sack down. He puts it down and rushes towards the apparently dead deer. But by the time the mouse comes quickly, mouse is very quick and it can gnaw the cloth bag, and it pulls out its friend and takes him, drags him to the bushes and goes and hides. Says, no, don't thank me now. Let's try to move as far as possible. The moment the hunter steps near the deer springs up and runs away. The hunter is taken aback. This dead deer suddenly he's puzzled. He comes back to see his bag, and what does he see? The bag is empty. There's no turtle. So he's completely lost. He's lost the deer and he's lost the turtle. He returns home that day empty-handed. The 4 friends reunite. They celebrate their friendship and they say, yes, we did it. We saved our friend and everything has turned out okay. And of course, the turtle gives his gratefulness to the friends and says that, thank you so much for, you could have gone away leaving me. You have got the ability to run. So Tia tells this story to all the friends and tell them that this is how you should be. And this is how you are. And they say, yes, we really like this story. Thank you, Tia, for telling us. And Tia also tells them that there's one thing, when you're united, you are strong. That is very important. Even though the 4 animals were not so strong, they had different skill set, but together they could save the slow turtle from the hunter. So in a life, we should be close to our family and close to our friends who are always there to support and cheer us. Not only remembering them once a year, but remembering them almost every day, whenever possible, trying to be in touch with them. So this was a story to celebrate friendship, and coincidentally, it falls on Friendship Day. And we will have a small quiz now. So you will give me your name and tell me you're going to answer, and I'll give you permission. Who were the 4 good friends in the forest? Yes, tell me or tell out to speak out your name. Who wants to answer?
Mom is Nishant.
Sai Nishant, answer.
Mom, the 4 good friends were a rat, a turtle, a
Hmm.
mouse, and a deer.
Very good. Were the friends similar to each other? Who is going to answer? Virat. Yes, Virat.
No, they were very different from each other.
How do you say that they are different from each other? Can you elaborate?
The turtle is very slow. The rat is wise. The deer is fast, and the crow can fly.
Very good, very good. What did the deer do to help her friends? Who will answer this question?
And V. Vaishnavi.
V. Vaishnavi, yes, answer.
The deer pretended as it was dead so that the hunter would come near and the rat would make a hole and get the turtle back.
Very good. Next question. What ability of the bird helped the turtle? Who will answer? Speak out your name. Who is going to answer? What was special about the bird? What skill was there in the bird which helped the turtle?
Ma'am, Vaishnavi, can I say?
Yes, yes.
The bird had the skill of flying, so it could locate where the hunter was.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, now this question is, can you tell us, you can share with us, if you please, your friend's name and how they have different skill set from you. You may be friend, but you cannot be like absolutely similar, isn't it? It will be something different. So who, anybody would like to share?
Virat.
Yes, Virat.
Okay, so I have a friend. I got quite a few friends. One of them is Dave. So he's like really fast, and he is like he only plays football. And I'm not such a big fan of football. Then I have Satvik. He's a very like he likes gaming a lot. He's kind of addicted, but ignoring that.
Yeah.
Then I have another.
Yeah, we'll share. Thank you. Two friends you share. Thank you. So that is good. They are your friends, but you know that they are not 100% similar to, but yet you accept the difference, isn't it? Very good. Anybody else?
Can I say Nishan?
One more. Yes, yes.
Mama, I have a friend named Satvik. Though he was elder than me, we used to play football a lot. So in that there were many different skills. So we both had very different skills. Mine was shooting on the top, and his was shooting very straightly hard.
Oh, excellent. Very nice. Very nice. So this is how you made a team, huh? Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Or anybody else would like to answer the last question? Or should I close the quiz? Okay. So that brings us to the end of story time. And I hand over the space to Lakshmi ma'am for the closing prayers. Wait, I'll unmute you, ma'am. You're not unmuted. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Hema, for the beautiful story of friendship.
Thank you.
It coincided with the friendship day also.
Yes.
Children, you all must be having good friends. Keep the friendship till you grow old. As Hema ma'am has said, we all have friends even now. In this age also, I have a classmate as my best friend. We have, we were chatting through the WhatsApp even now. Okay. So let us close. Asato ma sadgamaya tamasodma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Namaste, children. Have a good Sunday and meet you next Sunday. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Amma. Bye, Amma.
Thank you.